Hello? Hi, are you there? Oh, right. You can't respond. Listen, I'm using your robot as a relay to get this message to you. I've picked up some unusual chatter regarding your robot. It seems that it has some information that we could use. Oh, wait, where are my manners? This is Lorenzo, a knight with the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd be very interested in examining your tech.
Could you bring your robot to one of our patrols so they can examine it? I'll have the robot mark the location on your map.
Hi. Sorry to break in. He sounded truly riveting. I don't want to keep you much longer, but I'd like to make a counter-suggestion. I'm with the followers of the Apocalypse. We're much more liberal about the sharing of technology than those Brotherhood people. Bring your robot to us. We'll see that whatever information it may have on it is used for the greater good.
Okay, I was just about to make a decision about where to go. But I just received message from both the Brotherhood and the followers about getting Eddie all sorted out. Now, there was also another bit of weird Spanish voiceover that I have no idea if that's part of a mod or if that's a bug in the game. I'm not sure. That was kind of confusing. There were 3 different voices rather than 2, and that doesn't make any sense. Oh, hey, look, it's Joe Cobb. We should probably take care of Ghost Town Gunfight at some point. But yeah, so that means we can go take care of that now. Which I feel like we definitely should. Because who knows if that will, that might actually give us a, what's it called? You know, an Eddie that can do something in combat and be competent. Now, here's the thing is that the Brotherhood, the followers use it for a better purpose, that's for sure. But the Brotherhood does give him better armor. Now, I don't know how Eddie's... We're just killing this trapper, by the way, real quick. As I was saying, I don't know if Eddie's upgrades are perks or just like improvements to the actual like model, because I have, and that means I have no idea if the randomizer means that Eddie's going to be totally useless or if he's going to actually receive an upgrade or what. Basically, if you don't know what in the world I'm talking about, Eddie is an iBot normally, like this one. Eddie comes in a couple of different forms. How you find him, which is a pretty, you know, dinged up old looking robot. Are you friendly? Okay. Like the dinged up version, a very cleaned up, nicer armor version if you bring him to the Brotherhood, and a cleaned up but not quite as armored version if you bring him to the followers, because they improve his gun. They're fighting something else up there. This Deathclaw is blind, so I'll just punch it to death. One more punch. Gotcha. Nothing like punching a Deathclaw to death. Eddie got knocked out by something up there. It's probably fine. And here's Mr. House. And there goes Mr. House. Now the thing about Eddie's upgrades is that the Brotherhood will upgrade his armor, as I think I already said, and the followers will upgrade his weapons, which I think I also already said. So I don't know what's going to happen when we send him to somebody now. Which puts me in a bit of a weird position, because if it's basically, if it works like a perk, then we definitely want the Brotherhood upgrade, because, well, Eddie doesn't have a laser as an ant. But Eddie does have damage threshold that could definitely be improved. So if it's a perk that gives him plus 12 damage threshold, then I definitely want that. I I don't know if that's the case, though. Ow. Gotcha. I'll take that. Oh boy. Let's see what you had on you. Gas bombs, missiles, and a programmer's digest. If it's going to give Eddie a new model, then I'd be happy with either option. Whoa. The Mr. House? Securitron. You don't see that every day. A dead raider. With some pajamas. Do you mind? Do you mind? Ow. Yeah, so basically, if Eddie is going to be... If Eddie gets a perk for it, then we definitely want the armor. Because, again, the weapon's probably not going to do anything. If it puts Eddie in Eyebot form, then either one is fine. But if it's not going to do anything, then the problem is, like, the followers option is better. So it's kind of a weird issue that I need to think about for a little bit. But I do need to do one more thing while I'm in the area of Goodsprings, which is, I can't remember for the life of me if I already looted Gene's skydiving. And if I didn't, I absolutely need to. Also, I found the guy carrying the most valuable stuff in the world right there. So that's not a bad find. Oh boy, and everything is impossible to see again. Just charge towards this fiend. You fiend. Gotcha. Loads of good stuff. Now the reason I want to come to Gene's skydiving is if I haven't looted it, which I may have. Yeah, it looks like I've already looted it. Okay, darn. There is quite a good chance of the agility bobblehead spawning here, which I may have already gotten, so I figured I'd come by and see if I could pick that up, but it appears not. In that case, I have emptied Eddie's pockets. Let's have a chat with him. And see... Nope, nothing else there of interest. Alright, I'm going to heal up, and then we will make the decision. Alright, I've come to a decision. I am going to bring Eddie. Eddie? Eddie. Come on, Eddie. We're bringing Eddie to the Followers of the Apocalypse. Because of a couple of reasons. Number one, bringing him to the Followers will help more people than if we just bring him to the Brotherhood, which basically helps nobody but the Brotherhood. And it does, you know, it does good things for the people of the Wasteland. And from what I've read, from all the research that I've done on this, which admittedly isn't, I haven't, like, dug into the files myself or anything like that, but I've gone through the wiki and I've gone through some FAQs and stuff, and I can't find any evidence to suggest whether it's a perk that Eddie gets, or if it's... Oh dear God. That may be more terrifying than the ghost person. It's just a ant queen stumbling around Freeside. I can't find any evidence that it's a perk rather than just an upgrade to Eddie's model, which makes me definitely lean towards bringing him here for the Followers to use. Let let's say hi to, there you are, April.
Thank you for coming. Let's talk about that robot.
Yes, let's. What would you like for it?
I've heard through our channels that it has some research that may be related to Enclave and Poseidon energy technology. I'd like to get what I can from it and use that data for the good of humanity. All of humanity, unlike the Brotherhood.
And what are you going to do with it?
First, I'm going to pull off whatever log data I can. Then I'll use some of the tech around here to upgrade its weapons systems. Shouldn't be more than a few days' work.
And why don't you want the Brotherhood to have it, out of curiosity? I think you've already explained that pretty well, but let's hear it again.
The Brotherhood is all about keeping technology to themselves and using what they find to protect themselves. They are isolationist and belligerent. I have no doubt that they plan to use the data for weapons research.
And let's see. Okay, you can take it for a little while. Him.
Thank you. I'll get it back to you as soon as I can
Him.
with the upgraded weapon systems.
Screen fades to black. We lose Eddie's enhanced sensors perk. And someday we'll get a message that Eddie has returned to service. Ooh! Medicine bobblehead. What's that bring our medicine to? Our medicine stat must be at a weird level. Yeah, 43.
Hey.
And is that Julie Farkas?
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
You need medical supplies?
Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long.
And what do you need?
Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
And you've got yourself a deal. It seems like you need a steady supply, not just whatever I can grab for you.
So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. More than rough. It's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide.
I knew it. While you were talking, I had to look up Julie Farkas and just confirm this is Laura Bailey. That's awesome.
There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they kick their addictions.
You said something about helping addicts?
Yes, old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own.
I thought that was the case. The female courier is also voiced by Laura Bailey. So this is Laura Bailey speaking to Laura Bailey. Amazing. Tell me about Bill.
Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problems we've been having with Freeside's water pump, if he sobered up.
And tell me about Jacob.
The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to homebrew detox chems. He's a natural chemist.
And where should I start looking?
In Freeside, the drunks and drug addicts flock in and around the Atomic Wrangler. I'd start there.
I'll see what I can do to help them.
Sobering them up and putting them back to work would go a long way toward helping Freeside.
Let's talk about something
what do you
else.
Want to talk about?
If I wanted to calm things down in Freeside, where would I start?
The big man around here is the king. Not much happens in Freeside that he doesn't know about. He has the most influence locally, and some of his crew haven't helped the situation by harassing NCR citizens and charging double for water. Some NCR soldiers have been bringing in supplies, but none of it is going to Freeside locals. I've tried to speak to both sides to no avail.
And let's see. I have medical supplies to drop
Great.
off. I have Med-X.
How much?
3.
Thanks. Anything else?
I have Fixer.
How much do you have to donate?
3.
Thanks. Anything else?
And right away. Yeah, I can give you 3.
Thanks.
That's all for now.
Thanks for the donation. Every bit goes toward helping Freeside.
That's a good amount of experience. And that's it for now. We are accepted by the followers, which is nice. Yeah, that's basically an infinite way to get followers fame, which is always nice. Got a couple of guys knocked out over here. We'll be back for them later if we go talk to the king. And let's check out this building over here. I believe one of these buildings, and although it feels mean to steal from not just the Followers of the Apocalypse, but now confirmed Laura Bailey, they have important books around here that I really, really need, so sorry everybody in the really nice Followers of the Apocalypse, but I'm also stealing your snow globe. Yeah, I can't let that go, can I? Medicine +4? I can't give that up. And a today's physician. To be fair, I'm the only person that's confirmed to be able to use today's physician in the world, so, you know, at least it'll help people, probably. I might just keep it in my pocket forever. We'll see. And there was nothing else over here.
Hey.
And there's another tower, isn't there, that I can go into? Yes, this one over here I can go into, I'm pretty sure. Nothing this tower, unfortunately. I'll see if any of the other ones are accessible. Or if they're like this one and just filled with a whole lot of nothing. That's about it. However, taking a look around, there are a couple other people of interest, like Arcade Gannon. We're not going to talk to Arcade just yet, because I can't even think about recruiting him as a companion. He takes a whole lot of speech buffs. But she did bring up a good point. She mentioned a very important person, which is, of course, the king. I don't know if we can even... Can we even talk the king into... Nope, that's a bad idea. Let me wear that. And Daniel's hat. And what does that bring my speech to? I should remember this at this point, but... 53. That's maybe enough to visit the king.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell.
Remember, the king's right there. And right here we have Pacer. Let's have a chat.
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king?
Yes, I'd like to see the king if possible.
Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man?
I can't do the speech check, but... Is 500 caps enough?
Whoa. I mean, yeah. Well, that should do. The king will see you now. Head on through. He's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
I might have overpaid a little bit.
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you?
You know, the kings are against the NCR, but I didn't expect them to be collecting all this NCR memorabilia. I was hoping you might have some work for me. Do you always charge people to come talk to you?
Charge? Pays must be added again. What did he take you for?
500 caps.
You're kidding me, right? Now, from the look in your eye, I can tell you're not kidding. Wow, you should really be more careful with your money.
That's alright.
Here, this should cover it, so there's no hard feelings. Now, I'm guessing you really wanted to talk business if you were willing to drop that much. Now, what can I do for you?
Here, 42 caps. That'll cover your 500 caps.
Maybe so. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what, you do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good?
Are you gonna give me 42 caps again? What do you need me to do?
I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside?
Yes.
It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my man told me that one of those bodyguards, a fellow named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say?
Sure. Actually, why are you so interested in this?
You may have noticed that some of those guards out there are kings too. I'm just looking out for my men. I'm not trying to get some kind of unfair advantage. I just want a level playing field for my boys. So, what do you say?
Good to know. Sure.
Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring costs.
Oh, okay, that's better. Rex! Rex, you're actually a dog. You're not a super dog, but you're actually a dog on this occasion. I'm so glad for you. Excuse me, Pacer.
I've got my eye on you. You crossed the Kings.
Can I have my caps back? He doesn't even have my caps on him. That's ridiculous. I paid him all that money, and he won't even give it back. But the reason I came here is not only to pick up the King's quests, but I'm going to take a quick look around. I'll probably do a cut, because there's a lot of ground to cover. But I want to see if, by any chance, they have any, or if they have any of the bobbleheads around. I'm guessing this would be a good place for like the speech bobblehead to be, but before I cut though, it definitely feels like the Kings and the Brotherhood kind of swap places as far as equipment goes. They have ping pong balls. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I just went through the entire place and unfortunately did not see anything. I'll check the stage here real quick, just in case. You never know, maybe like right around here there might be something. And no, unfortunately, no bobbleheads or anything in here, which is kind of a surprise, but oh well. In the meantime though, we're pretty close to the end of this one, but there is one thing I wanted to do, one more thing at least. We haven't visited any of the casinos left. So, our weapons don't get taken off of us at the Atomic Wrangler, so let's head in there.
How's it going?
Not only is this a good place to pick up a couple of quests, but also, there's also, I'm guessing there's a pretty good chance of some more stuff spawning here as well. So far as bobbleheads, etc. Turn on my flashlight. Oh, and also gambling. We'll talk about gambling in just a moment, but first let's talk to the Garretts.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you?
I don't know if I want to do the followers option yet, so first we'll say, how's business? Nope, any work you need done?
We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we have had on you. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees.
What sort of proclivities?
Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about. Well, those creeps want a sex bot. Have you ever run across a sex bot? Not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it.
I'll see if I can run across any suitable candidates.
Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up.
And that's about it for now. I will do this just in case it helps point me in the right direction. Now we have that quest. That's great.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you?
Let's see. Do you have any work that needs done?
I have some work I need handled. Back before we instituted the caps up front rule, we used to allow customers tabs. Well, needless to say, a few customers snuck out without paying their bills. We need someone to collect. The job would pay a percentage.
What kind of caps are we talking about here?
If you bring all their debts back, we'll give you a cut of each. 25% is more than fair. It would add up to 150 caps if you bring them all in.
And I can speech 35, 50-50, and I'm game.
Alright, 50-50 it is. But you better bring back all of the caps. If we hear you crossed us, the next bounty hunter will be coming for you.
You've got yourself a deal.
Great. There are 3 people who need to be tracked down. A real mixed basket of fruits. Their names are Grex, Santiago, and Lady Jane.
And I know where to find each and every one of them, so that's all for now.
Anything else you need?
And that's it for now. Goodbye. We'll be doing that in just a little bit. But I need to do a little bit of research and find out what it is that caused that quest to break. That is a very broken quest, by the way, in the main game at least. Basically, half the time that quest completely breaks everything in New Vegas, which is great. Gotta love that. Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. And I don't think there's going to be a bobblehead around here, is there? Yeah, I won't bother taking a look around just yet. What I can do, however, is do a little bit of gambling. Now let's talk about gambling. As you can see, I have a lot of stuff that increases my luck. I need to buy some chips.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. Looking to exchange?
And let's do caps for chips.
How many chips would you...
We'll do 1,000 for 1,000.
Here's your chips.
And that's it for now. Goodbye.
Try your hand at blackjack.
Now, having luck 10 makes blackjack very easy. In fact, I can take off the the nightwear because I don't think having over 10 speech affects it at all. But let's see. If anything, it would cause it to bug. But let's play some blackjack, shall we? And we want to bet maximum and deal. And hit. And we get 21 right away. And we're just going to do this for a little bit because, you know, we're going to be A-okay. Can I bet more? No. Yeah, and we basically just do this for a little while. Hit. 21 right away. Amazing. This also increases the chance you get of just getting a blackjack right out the gate, which is amazing. But yeah, like, every single hand we win, which is pretty awesome. Hit. 21, see, yeah. Amazing. 20, we can stay on 20. Break even, which is fine. And this just goes for a little bit. Oh, I didn't even mean to double down, and I did, so I did alright. Got a bunch of chips. They gave me a beer. Bet max. Deal. 18 is not as good as it could be. Yeah. Deal. 19. Stay on 19. Deal. 14. Hit. 20 is fine. Break even. 21, of course, hit. Perfect. Deal. 11. Double down. Yeah. Deal. If it's 21, you should double down, is what I've learned. Yeah. Deal. 20 right away. Stay on 20. Deal. This is by far the easiest way to make money in New Vegas. That's 8 or 18, so might as well just hit. So that's 10 or 20. Yeah, right? 18, 20. Stay on 20. Deal. We get a bunch of experience. Our chips. We get a free whiskey and a hat. Amazing. And bet max, deal. 19, stay on 19. Break even, that's alright. Deal. 11, double down. Perfect. Deal. 19, stay on 19. Deal. 9 or 19. Double down. 21, perfect. Yeah, you tend to get ludicrous hands that just... Yeah, we got that again. Amazing. And I think now we're banned from gambling here? Or do we get to keep going? And we got a suit. No, we're able to keep gambling. That's great news. I'm staying on 20. There we go. Deal. 5. That's a weird number. Hit again. 13. Hit again. 20. Stay on 20. Deal. 12. Hit on 12. 20. Stay. $20 right out the gate. Stay. Deal. 10. Double down. 20. Nice. And sorry, but you have reached the jackpot limit, but feel free to explore the other services here at the Atomic Wrangler. Yeah, so we're no longer allowed to gamble at the Atomic Wrangler, which is kind of funny. I should look into a mod that changes this just because, just so that I don't forget and ignore the other games. Just because the thing about that is there are challenges for doing slots and roulette as well. But
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. Looking to exchange?
yes, I'd like to turn in my chips, please.
In what currency would you like your...
I'll take my payout in caps.
Caps it is. Will there be anything else?
No, that'll do it. So 6,200 caps added. So we made 5,200 caps off of doing basically nothing. Sitting there for, 5 minutes and gambling. Amazing. And one more thing. Might as well go back to the New Vegas Medical Clinic. And increase some of my special stats again. Now, looking at our special, there's a couple of things we definitely want to boost. Charisma would not be a bad idea, and agility would not be a bad idea. Now, if we take a look, on a daily basis, we can increase our speech by... Alcohol will increase it by 2. The best type of mentat, let's see. We can buff our speech by 20, charisma plus 5. So 8. And is there anything else that increases charisma? Other types of mentats, I don't know if those stack. Party time mentats, for instance. But like I said, I don't know if those work together or not, which makes me think if we increase our charisma by 1 point and get a hat that increases our charisma by 1, then we can bring our charisma up to 10 with the help of a couple of drugs, pretty reliably. So we want to increase our charisma by 1, which will also buff our barter up to 30 and our speech up to 55 modified, so like 30 something.
You're back.
I need an implant.
All right. You're healthy enough to handle another one.
And let's do charisma.
The empathy synthesizer will allow you to more easily pick up on subtle emotions and body language. The price is 4,000.
And here's the caps. 6,000 caps, so everything we just earned gets us another point of charisma. But that is nothing to sniff at. That brings our charisma up to 2. And like I said, barter of 30, speech up to 40 normally. And
You're back.
can I get any more?
All right.
I can. We're going to increase our agility, because it's about time we get better agility. 8,000 caps goes goodbye. We get the Mr. Sandman perk, because I'm guessing skills, sneak. Yeah, sneak just reached 60, which is pretty darn good. And guns is up to 23, which is not impressive, but it's not bad either. And that brings, of course, our agility itself up to 4, which means our weapon draw is a little faster, our action points are a little higher, our movement speed is a little higher. It's the best perk it's the best stat in the game, so of course we want to increase it. And how many caps do we have left? 4,000. I can spend another 10,000. Another implant.
All right.
We can get another one. Give me another point of agility, please. Here's the caps.
Have a seat.
10,000 caps goes goodbye. But now, our agility is up to 5, which is still way lower than we should have it at, but that does bring our gun skill up to 25 and our sneak up to 62. And obviously, higher agility is very good.
You're back.
Oh, and I'm greedy. I'll do another one.
All right.
Another point of agility, please. For 12,000 caps. We're eating through our money, but that's what it's there for. Here we go. Agility of 6. Where is it? That's my skills. It's not going to be in skills. Guns is finally up to 27. It's getting vaguely in the right direction. Special agility of 6. Which is better than it was, that's for sure. But yeah, with that done, we've been playing for a little bit. Although, even though it doesn't feel like we did a whole lot today, we have made some pretty good progress. Next time, we'll hopefully be getting Eddie back. Maybe seeing what we can do about getting our speech up. Although I've basically exhausted all my options to increase my speech. We'll probably be tracking down a charisma hat, just to be safe. And we'll be looking at doing a couple more quests, maybe around Freeside. Maybe, what else do we have? Maybe some Brotherhood stuff. And maybe, just maybe, we'll find something else we can do to annoy the Legion. We can only hope. But that's for next time, guys. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Remember to be nice to other people and be awesome out there, and I'll see you in the next one.